Hello everyone, I am Professor Nayan Asne, Department of Information Technology, Paruthibai Ganbamose College of Engineering, Vagoli. So in this session we have a small topic remaining under the cost estimation, that is the project cost estimation. So we have the different models under the project cost estimation. We'll see two models. That first one is the COCOMO model and second one is the software equation model. So the Barry Boehm has devised a software estimation model hierarchy having the name COCOMO, that is constructive cost model. The COCOMO model has been evolved into the more comprehensive model called as a COCOMO 2. It is actually having a hierarchy of estimation model that focus on the different areas as the area is listed. First is the application composition model. The second is the early design model and third is the post-architectural model. So the COCOMO model itself contains the different models which focus the different areas. The first application composition model, it uses the early stage of development when the user interface, system interaction, performance assessment and technology evaluation are prime important. So the application composition model, it is used when the early stages of development, when the user interfaces, when the interactions, when the performances assessment and the technology evaluation are the primary factors to be considered. Second is the early design model, that is once the requirements are stabilized and the basic architecture is constructed, then the early design model is used. And the third one is the post-architectural stage model, that is while developing or while during the development of the software project, the post-architecture model is used for the cost estimation. So the COCOMO model itself contains the three different models used in three different phases. The application model is used in early stage where the user interfaces, the performance assessment, the technology evaluation are the prime factor to be considered. The second early design model is used when we have a stabilized requirement. That means your requirements are fixed. So that time we use the early design model for estimating your project. And the third one is the post-architectural stage design or the post-architectural stage model, which is used while you are developing your software. So these three, or based on these three models, your COCOMO model estimate your project. So the COCOMO model also requires some sizing information like other models. So we have seen the sizing information is given by different points such as the object point, function point, line of codes or line of source code. But the COCOMO model 2 itself will focus on the object point, which is the indirect measure of the software. If you take the early example, that is the application composition model. So the COCOMO model under the application composition model will use the different screenshots of your user interface, your reports, your component that are required for developing the application. So this constructive cost of this has been calculated under the application composition. Okay. So this is the COCOMO model. Second, we have the software equation model. So the software equation is model that consider a specific distribution of the efforts over the project development life cycle. So it estimate or it calculate the specific distribution of the efforts during the project development. So the software equation model is a multivariable model. This model is driven from the productive data which is collected from 4,000 contemporary software development or 4,000 contemporary software projects which has been developed previously. So this take the data from the previous projects which has been developed and it considers the specific distribution of the efforts. That means some special efforts which are required for the project. So estimation for that particular special efforts has been calculated by the project equation model. So these two models are given in your syllabus to study about the estimation, project cost estimation. Now we'll move to the importance of the project scheduling, or we can say the project scheduling topic. So to organize and complete your project in a timely quality and financially responsible manner, you need to schedule your project very carefully. The effective project scheduling plays a crucial role in ensuring the project success. To keep project on a track, to set the realistic time frames, to assign the resources appropriately, to manage the quality, to decrease the project cost or project error. So this typically result in reduced cost and more customer satisfaction. So there are some factors which needs to be considered while you are talking about the project scheduling. So the factors are financial, documentation, management, and quality assurance. So the tasks which are taken under the software scheduling is we have to break down the project task into the smaller and manageable form. So find out the various tasks and correlated them. Then estimate the time frames required for each task. Divide the time into multiple or divide the time into the work units. Assign the adequate numbers of work unit for each task. Calculate the total time required for the projects from start to finish. So the overall project get divided into the multiple tasks, or we can say the smaller tasks which are manageable form. So we have to find the different tasks and we have to correlate the task, how one task can be related to another. Then we have to set the time frame for each and every task. We have to divide the work unit. Work unit is nothing but your resources, working resources into the different time frames, into the different time task. Then assign the particular resources to that particular task. Then calculate the time which is required for that particular task to finish with that particular numbers of unit which are assigned as a resources, and we have to calculate the overall project cost from overall project time from start to finish. So this task has been performed for the project scheduling. So let's see the factors which most affect the project scheduling. The important factors needs to be considered are the financial factor. So the project scheduling impacts the overall finance of the project. Time constraints require the project manager to schedule the resources very effectively. So completing the project in a short time frame typically costs more because the additional resources and the expected materials require the more cost or require some more budget. So we have to think financially how the project scheduling should be done for the particular project. Second is your documenting or documentation. Documentation is nothing but you have to create your comprehensive breakdown structure. Comprehensive breakdown structure is again the different task for that project with dependencies, as we have seen this comprehensive breakdown structure in last session. So the overall project is divided into the multiple tasks with the dependency. So we can create the chart how the tasks are correlated with each others. So we can define some milestones. We can also use some PERT, that is PERT chart, that is the program evaluation and review technique for the documentation. So we can exact have the idea of the scheduling for the different tasks under the project. The next one is the management. So effective project managers conduct regularly meetings to get the status report. They use the project scheduling meetings to check whether the team members are in a right track or not, whether they have some misunderstanding, whether they are having some problems, bugs, error while developing a software. So the team continuously regularly assigns or assess the project report so that they are the project should be on the track. They are well known that project is on the track. So the next one is the quality. Quality is nothing but the project scheduling ensures one task is completed in quality manner before the next task starts. So in quality we have to ensure before completing one task with the quality, the second task should not be started, because when one task is incomplete, then second task should not be initiated. So by assuring the quality measures to meet the expectation in every step, the quality factors is maintained by the team members. So the major issue should appear upon the completion because you have established the quality control from very beginning of the scheduling process. So the quality control should be applied from very early stage of the software development, so that in the later phase you are not having any bugs, any errors, or lot of misunderstandings between the team member. So in this session we have seen two important factors, two important point. First is the model for the cost estimation or the effort estimation. We have seen two models. First is the COCOMO model, COCOMO, and its comprehensive model, that is COCOMO 2. And the second one is the software equation model. Next, we have seen the importance of project scheduling, to schedule your resources, to schedule your project, to schedule your task within a given time set, within a given budget, within given your resources. You have to schedule appropriately everything so that your project meets to the success. We have seen different factors under the project scheduling. That 4 factors is: first is the financial, second is the documentation, third is the management, and fourth is the quality. Financial, you have to think about the time constraints required for the project manager to schedule the resource effectively. So the project cost totally depend on your effective scheduling. Second is the documentation, that is the breakdown structure in which the task are one task is divided into the smaller task and it contains the dependency, and we highlight the milestones in work breakdown structure. We can also use the PERT, that is a program evaluation and review technique chart. That is again one chart which will show various dependency and critical path method among the different tasks. Fourth is the management, that is nothing but the manager level meetings has been conducted to continuously assess your quality of the project. And the last one is the quality. So after completing one task with a quality, you can start the another. Unless and until the first task is not finished, you cannot begin with the next task. Why? Because you have to maintain the quality throughout the project. The quality control factor or the quality control service is applied in early stage of development, so that you are not having a bugs or the error or the misunderstanding at the later phase. So these points has been covered in this session. I hope this is understood by you. If you have not understood any point, you can comment in a comment box, or you can discuss in a Zoom session whenever it will be completed after the completion of third unit. So thank you.